You made a comment earlier about a process that you take people through, which is make money, manage money, multiply money. Let's spend a bit of time talking through what
Yes.
that means.
Yeah. So, this is what I was sharing with you at the start, that I'm really excited to bring to professionals, to people who are really feeling stuck, because when I look back on my own journey, when I look back at what's worked the best and most effective in my teaching over the last 10 years, like this is the process. And I always say, like, before you start, outsourcing your challenges or where you feel stuck in your life to other people, you really have to take control of your finances first and get in control of money. Because otherwise, you're going to come from a place of scarcity, from fear, from this internal pressure, right? You have to really feel confident and in control of your money. And when you do, it like creates all this mental capacity to actually then start getting creative about, okay, well, what might be the next step? And maybe then at that point, you want to hire the corporate coach to move up the corporate ladder, or you're going to hire the business coach to implement the strategy. But if you're doing those things while your finances are in a bit of a shambles, while you're feeling stressed about money, while you're feeling like I don't have options, like kind of where I was back in 2015, because I don't have the money to move, it's a very hard place to manifest from. It's a very hard place to actually create real lasting change from. So the solution I provide is, let's really hone in on the fundamentals. So that is, how do you manage your money? So taking them through that process I mentioned earlier of like, let's look at your income, your expenses, your savings. And like, this sounds so basic, but you would be amazed how many people I work with who have no idea. Like, they might know what they're making, but they do not know what they're spending, where it's going, how much they have really in savings. Most of it's sitting in just a checking account or a regular savings account, which is losing them money every single year. And so they just don't understand the basics of fundamentals. And it's not their fault. Education system doesn't teach it. Most people like myself didn't come from the kind of family who has this education. So where are you meant to get it from? Right. So I always am like, no shame game. Like, come in, you're here to learn. The fact you don't have these things in place, that's why you're here. But you really have to get your finances in order. And then we look at making more money. This is really where we get to play with the inner world. And it is magic. It feels like magic, even though we can understand a little bit of science behind it. But it can feel like magic when you start aligning your energy and your actions to your intention and just the things that start to appear in your life. Now, I'm not someone who ever is going to say you can manifest by just chilling on the couch and like visualizing and that's it. I'm very much about active manifestation, right? You've got to be an active participant. You're co-creating with the universe. So, for example, even just recently with my partner, we have like a dream home that we've identified. It's maybe 2 hours from us. Now, at this very current moment, it is way outside of our budget, and that's okay. But we said, okay, well, let's turn up transform. Like, let's get into the manifestation process. Let's co-create. If we still keep sitting on our couch and waiting for the day that all of a sudden all that money is in our bank account and we're ready to go and buy, cash out, like perfect, like it will never really happen. And even if the money was there, we probably wouldn't then actually go do it because we wouldn't even be like, attuned to it. So I was like, let's take action now. So let's go do the house viewings. Let's go live down in the area. Let's go spend the weekend there and like live into the energy and imagine what it can feel like. So when we are doing a visualization and when we are using a manifestation process, we have something to go off, right? Because we've actually taken action. And you'll be amazed then of who you meet, how you connect with things, opportunities that flow your way, how money just suddenly starts to come to you because now you have like a vision and something you're working towards. So it's very much active manifestation and it's the most fun. It is the most fun journey to go on. Like, don't be passive with it, be active, enjoy it. It's like, it's never the goal. It's never reaching the end goal. It's the journey to it. It's like climbing a mountain. You got to look around every step of the way. It's not just to reach the summit. And then off the back of
You're
that
really chasing your dreams,
is
though,
the multiplier.
when you talk about that. Sorry to cut you off, Laura, but that's what you're chasing a
That's okay.
dream, aren't you? That's what you're envisioning. It's like, oh, that's my dream. And then it's the action steps that you then take. That's what gets you so fired up. I can feel it coming straight through because you're like, well, if we head in that direction anyway, it'll probably figure itself out.
Yeah,
Well,
100%, right? And it's like acting with faith. We even brought back some like brochures from real estate agents and we have them on our coffee table now. And we just like flick through them and like
classic.
it just
Every
puts you
morning.
into this energy of like, this is now it, right? Because it comes back to that question, what would the version of me who's already achieved my goal be doing? I'm like, well, the
Mm.
person who already has that money, who can buy that dream home, like they would be going to the viewings, they would be
Yeah.
down checking out the area, they'd be looking at the schools for the kids and, you know, seeing what the clubs are and what the activities look like. And they would be looking at these things. So I was like, why would we wait? Because you're not showing any faith or trust in the universe to provide this for you if you're not even turning up. So yes, you know, chasing your dreams, going for it. And like, who cares if you're delusional, if people think you're crazy? Like, let them, but have fun, because it's the most fun to turn up and act delusional. But you have to, because you're believing in something that hasn't appeared yet. And this isn't my saying, but both faith and fear require you to believe in the invisible. So you get to choose. Do you want to be fearful of the future, something that hasn't existed yet? Or do you want to have faith in it and what's possible? And so you have to believe in something that doesn't exist, and you get to choose which side of that you want to be on. I would rather choose faith every single day.